All right, the last thing I want to talk about is the way to save your plots. So when you do the real lab, you're going to need to upload some plots. And we're doing things in this lab this semester a little bit differently than I've done in the past. So usually what I have people do is knit the R Markdown document and submit the whole document. So that's the sort of thing that often happens. Like if you're working in R and you need to send something to your boss, you would knit the document and send that to them, like as a report. But in this class, we're just entering information into those Canvas quizzes. I'm still suggesting that you knit your document, but instead of using the knitted document, we're gonna find the plots that get made when the document knits. So I know the word knit probably doesn't have any meaning for you in this context yet, so let me show you what I mean. So up here in the top of my R Markdown document, there's this button. It looks like a little ball of blue yarn, and then it has the word knit. And when I click knit, some stuff is probably happening down here in my console. Ooh, okay. So we didn't see the stuff that was happening. Now I've got a warning about a pop-up blocker, and I'm gonna try again. Okay, and now my pop-up has popped up over my browser window. So this is the knitted document. And like I said, this is something that people often would like give to their boss or something. So let me scroll up to the top. So if you see in my original document, my R Markdown document, I had put the title was Categorical Variables Pre-Lab, and then the author was Professor McNamara. If you look in my knitted document, it made that Categorical Variables Pre-Lab into a big title, and then it put my name underneath. And then everywhere there was a pound sign, it made a little heading. And anywhere there was code, it put the code, and then it ran the code, and it put the output right in my document. So it's nice to be able to make these knitted documents to give to someone like a boss. But this semester, what we're gonna do is not use this knitted document. Instead, we're gonna go look for some plots that got generated. And I set it up so that the plots would get saved by this option right here, fig.path equal plots. And we can find those plots in our files viewer. So right now I'm in the pre-labs folder. And before I clicked that knit button, there wasn't a document or a folder called plots, but now there is. And if I click on that folder, now I've got a bar chart. Let's see, it'll pop it up as a new tab. I've got this bar chart that I made of government and employment. I've got one about marital status and being born in the US, etc. So I made 5 plots here today. And if I wanted to put those on Canvas, I could click the checkboxes next to all of them, go to the More option, and then click Export. And it's going to download all of those files as a zip file. I'm going to call this Categorical Pre-Lab so that I know what it is. And then I'm going to click Download. And I'm on a Mac, so the download thing probably looks different if you're on a PC, but I'm going to save the file. And then I could go find it. It's in my Downloads folder. So the most recent thing in my Downloads folder is this categorical prelab.zip. And then on a Mac, I just double click on it to get it to open. On a PC, I think you would have to click extract or extract all. But then I could click on one of these images and open it right on my computer, and I could upload these images to Canvas for my Canvas quiz. So it's maybe a little bit more complicated than a person might like, but that is the workflow that I'm suggesting for you to be able to get your plots from RStudio Cloud, download them onto your computer, and then be able to upload them to add them to your Canvas quiz. And I'm happy to go through that with you during our synchronous time.